What's going on, guys? We're going to go over Modesta Maintenance today. That's a key part for Modesta coatings in general. Theoretically, every coating should be maintained per the manufacturers. We are going to talk about a very specific, unique product we have here, which is called M4 Smoke. What M4 is a wet applied conditioner. So for people that wear contacts, we use contact solution cleaner. You take your contacts out, you put a contact solution cleaner in it, agitate it, put it in the solution. That'll keep it fresh, for the next morning.
It hydrates the lens.
It hydrates it, but there's a more important thing within it. It's called polymer on polymer pollution removal. So it's using the polymer-based product to clean a polymer-based surface, which is what our ceramic coating is, right? But once the car's been completely washed, this car's been washed, clean, it's in this process of where you're like, okay, I'm ready to dry this car, right? But this is where the Modesta Maintenance products come into play now. So you're gonna spray it onto the surface, lightly agitate it, just like you're washing the car. So you're gonna have a damp wash mitt, no shampoo or anything, it can be wet. Our M4, you're gonna spray it on, lightly agitate it, and then rinse it off. Now the more specific thing, this Porsche GT3 is coated with BCO4.
Correct, yes.
So it's coated BCO4, it's performing right now perfectly. But that doesn't mean we don't use M4. Just like with car maintenance, it's preventive maintenance. So even if you see your coating performing well, you want to use this, right? So going to the polymer on polymer pollution removal, what it is think of like molecules, right? But they're so tiny that you can't see them. You can't get into the crevices of that coating itself. This has tiny molecules that allows you to deep clean better than what like an all-purpose cleaner would be or shampoo to clean the actual physical structure of the coating. After you rinse a car off, it's completely wet like this, perfect. You're gonna take maybe a few spritz on the panel, that is it. You don't need to overuse this product. A lot of people will and I'll show you guys in a second, they're gonna overuse it and do this. Don't do that. You're gonna waste your product, especially if the coating is performing well. That's all you need. You'll take your wash mitt, and the agitation, is a light spread. Nothing crazy. And just agitate it, right? It looks like you're kind of drying the car. Now you're gonna rinse off the product because the agitation between that and the M4, it's cleaning the structure of the coating.
And you're gonna do one panel at a time, or are you gonna work your way around and do the whole entire car?
If we're in the environment we're in today, where it's like 65 degrees here, we have an overcast, and we aren't in direct sunlight, you could do the whole entire car.
Okay.
Now, if you're in direct sunlight, which is always not recommended, we have to say, you can do like 1, 2 panels, spread it, agitate it.
Totally safe for plastic windows.
It won't hurt anything.
Yeah, perfect.
And then you're gonna go rinse it off.
Is there any benefit to it on, say, these panels were actually coated?
If it has EPC, yes, because it's still the same basis.
EPC.
Yep. So in this case, you can do M4.
Yep.
Agitate it, yes, and that's a really good question. A lot of people forget. Even with their BCO6 wheel coating, fundamentally they're the same. Yes, different application for the installers.
Sure.
Consumers still see the same results. But we've agitated these, so let's go ahead and rinse this and see the water behavior. There is a different circumstance that'll happen to sometimes end consumers or even our authorized installers is this car is performing well. We're using the M4 as preventive maintenance, right? But let's say this GT3 did several track days, or you have a modified car running E85 and all the fumes are building up on the back. You've probably already dealt with it before where the back is contaminated, you spray M4, you agitate it, rinse it off, you maybe see a little bit of water behavior peeking through. The contamination's still on the surface. It takes another dosage of M4. So with our coatings, and in any coatings in general, if you decide to use M4 with it, if you do the back end and you notice the water behavior after one round, it's not there, but you see it breaking through, that means the contamination's pretty heavy, right? The car hasn't been maintained, or it did a long road trip, or he's running E85. Do another round, and then you're gonna see that comeback of it, right?
I think this is a mistake too that's frequently made with people, and I've done it myself, is we coated a car, 2 years have gone by, It's customer's car, it comes back, we're washing it, we're like,
They think
man,
it's dead.
It seems like it's dead.
Coatings serve two functions. One within our industry that's been thrown around is everything has to beat water, right? The primary function of a ceramic coating is to prevent against oxidation.
Yeah, we just use that as a metric of measuring if it is.
It is, and
or
it's
not.
a good way. So without complicating it too much, M4, you're gonna run in that case. You might have to do 2 or 3 rounds of it. Don't be alarmed by it. If you have another ceramic coating on one of your other cars, maybe, try M4 on it, it'll work.
We've seen it work here in the shop where the car, literally the car seems dead. We think it's a failure.
Yep.
We come in with M4 and immediately it's like, it's brand new. We just coated the car
It's
yesterday.
the difference with Modesta. We chemically engineer everything ourselves. We build our own products, so when we do that by design, we can make something
And
great.
very unique. There's nothing like this that I've ever found on the market.
Nothing.
Is anything like this.
Yep.
Completely unique.
Yep.
Now, is this something that, how often, like frequency, is this
So
every wash, every other wash?
Per recommendation, we always have to say it should be done every wash, right? But like this car, chances are he probably doesn't drive this every single day. If he's washing his car once a month, do it once a month, every other month, right? The standard industry policy is wash your car every 2 weeks. Some people might not have the time to do the Modesta maintenance. At least do it every other car wash cycle then, to give that coating a fighting chance to hit the expected longevities it should be hitting. One of the other products in our lineup is M3 Water Spot Remover. Part of my French for it, I call this an oh shit insurance policy. If you're not properly doing the maintenance behind our product and using what we'll show you here in a second in the video, M2, is sometimes coatings are notorious for water spots. Depending where you're at in the United States or around the world, water spots can be greatly impacted on the vehicle within hours to days, right? East Coast, I mean, where I'm at in Northern Virginia, it could take weeks before a water spot becomes almost irreversible, where you have to go through the compounding polish. California might be different from your winter to summer months here, at least in Northern Cal. M3 is super easy. If you know the car has water spots, it's pretty easy just to do a spray and then lightly agitate the product. Now, this car does not have water spots on it. It's gonna be similar to the M3. You can do it either during your wash process if you know the water spotting's bad, or after you've dried the car, which we'll demonstrate for you in a second how to use it, but it's just spray on. Once you do this, you do want to rinse this off to make sure it's fully off the surface. Then go through, do your M4 conditioner again on that area, and then we'll step into M2. And now that we've got the car entirely clean, we've used M4 conditioner on it, we have it pulled into the main shop here. We're gonna explain how M2 works. To explain that, it does contain 2 pieces of property in it that are essential to help prevent against water spots. Water spots, as we know, are a massive culprit with coatings themselves. It has a little bit of organics that help absorb, dissipate sodium and calcium that you get from hard water, rainwater, your garden hose, or anything else like that. Usage of this is critical. I think this is, at least in the protection aspect, more important, right? Coatings are incredible at what they do. They're an organic, but they're not an end-all be-all product. It does have to have a little bit of assistance. So the organics of what we have in here, which is a very small amount in here, will help prevent against those things like water spotting and aid in the chemical resistance. Usage of it, same way as M4, except for we are gonna wipe this product on, wipe it off. So what we get actually sprayed onto the surface, that is more than enough for this quarter panel area here. You're gonna take it, kind of just spread it gently, right? Yeah, it's streaking a little bit right now. That's normal with most products. Flip it over to your clean side, and I mean, it's incredibly easy to use. Just lightly buff it. Now, if you get a saturated towel, having a second towel like Quinn has here will help just alleviate any of those issues. You'll do this to the entire car. You can touch it up anywhere, maybe you miss two, just like a normal quick detailer. You don't need to use a lot of this product. It's gonna be just, a spritz for an area, wipe it down. There is another way you can use this product. If you're one of those people at home that is washing your car, you're using the garden hose at low pressure to sheet all the water off, and maybe you don't have access to air, you can use this as a drying agent at that point. You don't want to do that when the whole entire car is covered in beads of water, but after you sheet it and 80 to 90% of the water's run off, then it's acceptable to say to use as a drying agent.
And is this product every wash?
Just like M4, we're always gonna recommend it if you wanna have your coating perform at the optimal best, right? But there are the cases you might not have time, like I said. You know, some of us just wash our car real quick, dry it, and we want to hit the road, but you do want to use this every time you use M4. This is a very essential piece to maintaining the coating, especially with the jet black here. You see everything that pops on it, from etchings, water spot. This is going to help alleviate those issues. Not saying it's the end all be all to it, but it's going to help prevent against those things in the future. You know, as far as our maintenance products, M2, which, yeah, it's out of order. M2 is usually the last product used, but M2, M3, and M4, if you're maintaining your Modesta coatings with that, you're going to have a healthy coating for as long as that particular coating you've purchased from your installer is on there. Check out our website, Modesta USA, if you have any questions as far as maintenance, and that's it.